listen, first and foremost, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, chosen ones, you already know I do have to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates and I want you to leave the rest behind, all right? I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you're going to get it through somebody else, so be patient with your process. Also, you already know my voice is too raspy, chosen ones, and I'm fighting DMX as we speak, all right? Thank you, Deborah. So my voice is too raspy to be whispering, all right? So this is about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume, okay? So before we get started, chosen ones, I want to thank you always in advance for all the love, like, share, subscribes, kind words, gifts, not only to myself, but each other too. I appreciate you because I don't always get to pause in the middle of my message to say that to you. But when I post this on YouTube, I guarantee we'll shout you out, all right? So, chosen ones, let's get started. So the message for today. There's some of you right now that are waiting for certain things to align for you. God told you to make certain moves up until this point, and you've been listening to what he told you to do. He told you to disconnect from certain family and friends. That's what you did. Whether or not it was you walking away from them or them walking away from you. Either way, God separated you two, right? Not only that, chosen ones, there's some of you that's waiting for certain job positions to get presented. You're waiting for the abundance to come in. You're waiting for the connection, so on and so forth. I'm here to tell you that you're on the right path, love. See, I have to explain to you certain things that's currently happening, right? See, chosen ones, the first thing for you is you need to know what you're looking for in order for you to know when it arrives towards you, right? So let me say that again. You have to know, chosen ones, what you're looking for in order for you to know when it arrives to you. You understand? And I say that because some of you chosen ones are waiting for certain things to come in and you haven't even realized that they've already arrived. See, you're waiting for big things. You're waiting for that big abundance. You're waiting for that big opportunity. You're waiting for something that is, again, real clear as day to you, but you're not paying attention to the signs and synchronicities that God is showing. See, chosen ones, it's almost like equivalent to a word search, right? See, there could be a word search of 100 words, right? Initially, when you look into it, so you don't read the instructions or nothing. You initially look into that little square and you see all of these words sporadically there, right? So what do? You start finding all these words. And then if you check the list, you start to realize all the words that you were finding, yes, they were words, but it had nothing to do with the initial mission. See, I say that, chosen ones, because there's some of you that have to know what you're looking for, again, in order for you to know that it arrived to you. So this is certain job positions, certain abundance that you've been waiting for. You have to realize that God is going to change certain paths just to throw off certain individuals that's watching you and trying to have certain abundance kept from coming in. God's going to change certain courses for you just because he knows that you're equipped to and built to carry over off grid. See, chosen ones, what if I told you that you was taking a back road in a sense to throw off certain people that was trying to stop it? See, there's certain people that's been watching you, been plotting on you, they've been gang stalking you. There's certain people that wanted you to feel less of you. There's certain people that was speaking spells on you, that wanted you to speak spells against you too, whatever the case may be, right? So God sits there and makes the things that you want come in the form that other people wouldn't know, right? So I say this, chosen ones, because again, think about a package that you order online, right? It can have some real high key items in there. So what does that place typically tell you that they're going to do? They're going to send it in a package that people wouldn't know what's in it except for you. They're going to send it dressed up differently in order for other people to look over it and not want to try to take it instantly, right? So it's almost like God will put it in a regular package just so somebody else won't want to have it, right? See, that was you, chosen ones. There's some of you that throughout life, you haven't been all flashy. You haven't had certain finances. There's some of you chosen ones, you haven't been rocking the newest label, the newest clothes. There's some of you that wasn't going to all these parties with all these other individuals. There's certain things that you had to sit out from doing. So yes, you may have wanted to do it at that time, but God told you that there's other things that he has you running into, right? So you was obedient. Now, chosen ones, not everybody listened to God like you. Other individuals was out here doing shiesty things, trying to get ahead, trying to do magic to manipulate, trying to manipulate people's thinking, so on and so forth. There's certain people that was putting illusions on you so that you felt like they was your individual, just so that they can keep coming taking energy from you. There's certain people that wanted to keep you hidden, so on and so forth. But what if I told you, chosen ones, all of those things happen for a reason? See, God again will play off what the enemy feels like they doing just to put you in a position that he's going to put you in. So he'll allow the enemy to feel like they doing all of this work in order to try to hurt you, and the whole time that force is really pushing you forward in a sense. You understand me? So know that there's certain abundance that's coming to you. There's certain prosperity that God has for you. There's certain connections. There's certain answers to the next step. You done sat there and built your whole puzzle yourself. So you done put certain pieces together. So up until this point in time, you've been grinding dolo. You've been independent. He isolated you from certain people. That means he kept people from being able to come in. So you seem like you was by yourself, chosen ones. Only time you was really by yourself is because they didn't allow anybody else around you. Your ancestors, certain guardian angels were surrounding you. God was like, nah, so-and-so, they can't get too close to you. So you've been already living like you were luxurious and you ain't even know it. You was favored. See, you felt like because nobody could be or nobody was around you, chosen ones, that meant negativity towards you. The whole time God didn't allow these individuals to be close to you. See, the whole time you wasn't getting accepted by these individuals, you felt less about you, but you have to be happy because now you're starting to realize you was divine. You wasn't supposed to get accepted by these demonic individuals. Thank you, baby. So I want you to know, chosen ones, it's all about perspective. That's why they tried to mess with you. That's what the evil individuals' intentions is. But they ain't realized that when they try to take one sense away, God allowed your other senses to get stronger in a sense. So chosen ones, there's certain people that try to keep you in the dark. God deliberately had you walk in the dark just so that you can listen or use your other senses. So think about that. And again, I always give this example. When I was younger, I used to deliberately close or turn off the lights just so I could see if I could get back to where I was going to, right? So by memory, by senses, by feeling like, all right, can I sense the chair is in front of me? Can I sense the wall is in front of me? If not, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to hit into that shit and I'm going to learn that lesson instantly, right? So that's pertaining to you. There's certain quick glimpses that God showed you that nobody else was supposed to see, chosen ones. That's why, again, you haven't been seeing things clearly. You felt like you was limited. You felt like things wasn't happening good for you because you was seeing through the glasses of somebody else a certain blueprint that they set for you. So your mother telling you that abundance only means this, or success only means that, or your father telling you that you should act like this or dress like that, whatever the case may be, you've been using or wearing other people's glasses. And think about that. Have you ever tried on somebody else's glasses that really can't see? They got an effed up vision. As soon as you put your glasses on, you hitting into stuff, you start tripping, your head starts hurting, your eyes start watering and getting blurry, so on and so forth. So what do you think's been happening to you throughout your childhood too? You've been out here trying to live your life based upon other people's opinions and expectations of you. They molded you into a certain thing that worked best for them, and that's what you went with. You understand? So again, throughout life, you haven't had a true clear vision because you've been living based upon them. Think about certain movies that you hear, like a child who was raised by wolves or raised by birds. They don't know no different than what they see. So you out here doing the same thing as them, but you have other qualities. You out here feeling like you limited, that you can't go and see certain heights, and that's only because they don't got certain wings with them. They wings was clipped. See, you have to realize, chosen ones, you a guardian angel. You divine. You not the same as these demonic individuals. You was here to help them, to try to provide them certain light. There's certain people that are legacies or lineages of those fallen angels. So think about the beginning of time, right, chosen ones? Now let me just go back a little bit. Let me give you a story time, right? So once upon a time, chosen ones, and I'm going to fast forward through it, right? But once upon a time, the devil used to be God's right-hand man, right? See, the devil was Rico Suave in a sense. Pretty Ricky, probably what they call him, right? So he was all fly, all smooth. He had a way with words, right? He could speak through music. He could sing. He could rap. Like, you really was going to feel that, correct? See, that was his superpower. But all of a sudden, the devil started getting real arrogant. See, there's certain things that they would ask for, angels would ask for. God's like, yeah, you know that you're going to get it, but you got to do this first. So the devil started getting arrogant, like, why we gotta do the work to get this done? Why we just can't get, if we gonna get it in the end, why can't we just skip all of that? If we got this power, why we just not using that? So the devil started getting real arrogant, right? Start talking big boy shit to everybody else. So think about this. This is equivalent to you and your boy starting a job. Before you started a job, you already knew he was struggling. You already knew that this was an opportunity to you. Now he get on the job, went from doing what he was supposed to do, now he feel like he a manager too. Now he talking about what he's not going to do. Oh, they expecting too much of him because he's expected to do the work that he got selected for. So that's equivalent to that. The devil start getting all gassed up like, man, I ain't going to keep working to have to get paid. Other people was looking at him like, all right. The devil's like, man, listen, if we gonna get it anyway, why we just can't get it instantly? God was like, that's not how that works. It's a balance. You understand? Like, you know you gonna get it, so just do what you gotta do. And it was an issue. So the devil, you already know how certain people do who are weak-minded. They try to recruit other people too, just like certain individuals was recruiting people to gang stalk you, telling they homegirl stuff about you that wasn't true. They was just mad because they person that they was interested in you. Talking about, oh, this person is a hoe, this person is a witch, this person is evil, this person ain't shit. They was talking reckless about you and your kids. They was talking about you may not have even knew who your children's father or mother, whatever the case may be, right? They was talking cold cash stuff. So there's certain individuals that, again, viewed you the same way, chosen ones. They like, listen, if you gonna give what I'm asking for anyway, let's just skip all this other shit. So these are people that, again, before you would ask them, they have to give you apologies before you give in and give them what they wanted, right? So on and so forth, chosen ones, because it came in various forms. Now, I gotta tell you, let me get back to the story, right? So the devil recruited certain people, was like, yo, we ain't gotta do this, we can go elsewhere, to get what we gotta do. We ain't gotta do the work, whatever the case may be. So the devil got all hype, right? Trying to lead as far as the union, in a sense, trying to recruit people. So there's certain people that was listening. God was like, yo, listen, you talk to who you want to talk to. If y'all want to listen to him, y'all listen to him. That's on y'all, right? So God already made that clear. See, chosen ones. This is where things start to change, right? The devil start recruiting people. Some of the people went with him, so it's like his homeboy, like, all right, cool, we'll go there too. This person was like the marketer. This person was this, because you have to know spirit. As far as angels, there's various angels, chosen ones. Just like there's various job positions, there's the angel of death, there's the angel of this, there's the angel of that. Certain angels have all of these gifts. That's why you have the gifts that you have. That's why you can do music, you can do clothes, you can do that. You have a position to play. It's not for you to do what everybody else to do. Think about it as far as like an orchestra. You're not going to want everybody all playing this flute or all playing this, whatever the case may be. You're going to want various instruments, right? So that creates that harmony, right? All right, so that's where people be messing up, trying to be like the next. Like, baby, you got your own blueprint that you got to stick to. Doing what I do is not going to get you successful, nor is it going to have you be me either, baby. Just to let you got to let them know, chosen ones, because there's certain people that try to befriend you, to betray you, try to become you, just to blow a fuse, because they not equipped to carry the same energy as you. You're not like that. And it's okay, because you like how you like. You are who you are, but you not this. You will never be that. So you'll always feel like you're not successful because you're going to see that. You understand? So chosen ones, you got to let them know, like, it's not the same. You are one-on-one. Because even the people who try to become you, they are lesser version of you. So therefore, that's a diluted version of you. So like a knockoff in a sense. You still going against yourself in a sense because it's a lesser version. You understand? So again, it's always you against you. No, it's not you against you. Let me reword that. It's always you improving you. It's always you facing you. Because sometimes you're going to face you in the face of other individuals. How you were to other people in your past, you're going to run into that version of you. And you're going to have to close it out. See, I had to say this real quick, chosen one. See, I always pay attention to things that God's telling me to relate. So this somebody in here has to hear this part. So I'm going to pause on the other one real quick and say this. There's some of you that's running into the old versions of yourself, and your ass is living that cycle again. So there's a part of you that used to be disrespectful to certain people. There used to be a part of you that didn't trust certain people. There's a part of you that could have been lazy. There's a part of you could have acted crazy. There could have been a part of you that didn't know how to communicate, so on and so forth, right? You run into old versions of you too, but you are not to match the energy of that person who's projecting who you were to you. You understand? You are to sit there and face it and end it. So what does that mean? If somebody's being disrespectful with you, talking to you crazy, you're not to match them talking crazy to you, to tell them that you nobody to talk to like that, and you're going to cut off that individual. There's a lesson to be learned. Now there's some people that catch on early, like, yo, I apologize, they'll get it together, boom. But there's other people that I'm not going to keep repeating myself to you at all. If you're my partner, I'm not going to raise you. You better raise your vibration before you even come in contact. You understand? So with that being said, chosen ones, some of you are facing yourself from the past. Do not recreate that cycle and attach it to you again. Handle it differently. If this person is commenting under your stuff, block them instantly. Why are you going to go back and forth with a nobody who's doing the most to try to get attention from you because you somebody? Don't do that. You understand? It doesn't make sense. You have to realize that what you pay attention to is what you're attracting. Think about right now, chosen ones. If you was to look at your ads right now, see, ads tell you a lot about certain people, conversations that they had, their way of thinking too. So if you ever sitting beside somebody and their YouTube's playing and you hear the ad playing, it's like you kind of get an idea or what's going on with that individual. That's just a little hint. But I say this, chosen ones, because what you think about is what you attract in. So think about as far as like the suggested pages or the FYP. What you're always looking at is what you're going to start to see, right? It's starting to change the algorithm to that, right? So with that being said, chosen ones, if you only, not everybody's on the same timeline. There's some of y'all that's really worried about politicians and all of that and upset because other people is like, nah, they not on that. So we not all on the same timeline. What I don't pay attention to has no impact on me because I'm in a whole different bubble. What you allow yourself to have access to, that's what's going to have access to you. So for me, if I'm all about living my life in a balance, I'm not worried about these negative distractions. What happens with them is not going to happen to me because we're on two different frequencies. Y'all have to know that. Certain things, I've been telling you this for years, you have to get your energy together because that's all that's going to matter. Your certain builds and all of that is not going to necessarily save you. Being able to do this and that, that's not going to necessarily save. Your energy is going to speak on behalf of you. You crossing paths with somebody and God saying, nah, not that individual. Or God saying, nah, this person is it. You have to know that your aura speaks for itself. Like, I could give you an example pertaining to me, chosen ones. Back in the day, I used to speak Spanish so fluently. My mother's husband was Mexican, so I always had to converse certain Spanish with him to the point that people thought that I was his child because every time we go out, he's speaking Spanish back and forth, right? But at that point in time, you know how certain things, it makes you have that guard up. Like, that's something that I cut off because of who he was. Like, you don't use it, whatever the case may be, I blocked it up. But I had to say this, chosen ones, because there's certain languages God doesn't allow me to go in. It's almost like, again, like Spanish. I once was real fluent with it. I didn't took it advanced courses all through school, like I was you understand, as far as like the Spanish and all of that. But chosen ones, I had to say this. Your aura speaks for itself. I can be around people who don't speak nothing that I speak, and I know everything that they say because, again, you communicating telepathically. That's something that happened back in the day. There wasn't words. When we first were, we spoke through our frequencies. We spoke telepathically. We didn't have to speak using our tongue because that's how the enemy was hearing what we said. We always spoke as far as like, that's why you got to trust people who are naturally doing the things that you are feeling, naturally seeing the thing. You understand, as God reveals it. We wasn't using words. That's something that snake kind of, you understand, got going in a sense, using your words so that you could put them on to certain things that was happening. We telepathically, so who you connect to, you'll know, chosen ones. You'll know if that person's for you. You'll be able to talk to them almost like reading the room. You'll be able to read them. They'll be able to communicate to you too. But listen, let me get back to this, right? I say this, chosen ones. That's why, let me just say this too. That's why I tell you, you got to know how to talk to God and not have to go to church to it. God, if God made the whole universe, chosen ones, and this is not to discredit those who go every Saturday or every Sunday or every Wednesday, whatever the case may be, but you have to think of what that the epidemic showed you, that people was not able to get to church like they used to, but you got to turn everywhere. Everywhere is God's land. Every place is God's home. If God made everything, that means everywhere is a place that you going to praise him. So you don't got to go into this church necessarily or this building in order for you to feel like you saved. As long as you got a connection with God, you understand me? God's going to continue to lead certain ways. So do not feel like your connection to God goes through somebody else. That's not true. And I always say this because people used to always quote like this part in the Bible that says you're not supposed to go to psychics and depend on them. It's the wording. You got to know comprehension. But chosen ones, that's true. In a sense, a psychic is what a pastor is by definition. It's somebody that's able to connect with certain spiritual words. Now hear me out when I say that's true. It says not to depend fully on. And that's what I encourage you not to do. I'm here to help you get led back to God, allow you to get led back to yourself so that you find your power, so that you're out there able to help somebody else. I don't never want you to be dependent on me, but I'm almost like a teacher. God has me come here and translate certain things to you. I'm here to help you one-on-one. So if you don't know certain things, it's like, all right, let's go over them. Like, let's go over it. Let's go over certain cycles. Let's go. I'm going to relate to you. You understand? So again, I want you to find the strength in you. I'm here if you need me. Don't ever feel like, oh, well, I don't want to ask you too much questions or come to you too often. No, I'm going to help you find your strength so that you will be able to help somebody else. It's that gift that keeps on giving, chosen ones. You understand? Because again, just know it's a team effort, all right? So who you connecting to, who you liking, who you're even liking statuses or watching, know that, chosen ones, that's almost like you planting a seed or investing in them. Is that something that you want any type of connection with? You got to be cautious even with the people that you following because you're connecting that energy. So make sure that you're investing in the right things, knowing that this person got good karma on their side. This person got God on their side. So that's who you need to invest in, not somebody who's talking that shit but don't have no light. Because you got to realize, back to our story, the devil, chosen ones, he used to be an angel. So let's go back to this, right? The devil knows certain scriptures too. That's why I say some people just be reading shit and reciting shit but don't even know what they talking or spreading to other individuals. The Bible is the main thing that has been misinterpreted throughout time. People sitting there, because this word can have double meaning, they just running with the first one that works for them. Like, no. Some of y'all are reciting shit, but you not comprehending it. Now, I can speak on behalf of myself. God never allowed me to get past a certain part in the Bible. And I'm going to be honest. It's the beginning. Genesis. In the beginning, God created that. That's it. The first, every time I try to read, now I have read Bible stories. Yes. I used to want to be a pastor when I was younger. Yes. My father used to have me in the church all the time with him. Yes. My family has their own church. Yes. I used to go to Reverend Reed and Maryland all the time. Yes. So on and so forth, right? But chosen ones, God never allowed me to know or read certain scriptures or read the Bible. Certain things that I know is because I know. He doesn't allow, there's certain things, chosen ones, that God didn't allow you to absorb or know, because the things that you know are things that are not written down. You're almost that library that they say that used to have all of these Bibles, all of these stories. Like the Bible that you read, Jesus was a prophet, but there's other people too in the Bible that other Bibles was around and about, right? So think of stories like this one was about Jesus, then this person got introduced, now this other Bible was about that individual. There's certain scriptures about y'all too. You gotta know who you are, right? Now I say this, chosen ones, because some of you, when certain books and Bibles and certain history was all destroyed, God implanted that file in you. That's why they try to throw you off. That's why, again, you are the way that you are. That's why certain people blow a fuse trying to be you. They're not equipped to carry that same energy as you. Things that you know is things that you know. It's not because you read it. It's because God told you so, right? There's certain secrets that you have that God only told you that nobody else knows yet. That's why I tell you, you're going to know who's from the divine or who's satanic and trying to act like that. Because the one at divine, they got a glow that nobody else has. You're going to see that from the inside out. This is somebody that's going to be them no matter who they around. So you're going to see that spice. They not going to play about God. You're going to see that they sweet and respectful. But again, I don't play about God. So therefore, if you talk crazy about God or I see that you're not stepping in your light, best believe we going to get your ass corrected. See, I don't play like that. See, you'll know as far as the divine because we are not scared to take certain steps. You know the movies where you see where it's almost like the person has to imagine the steps before them, and as they're taking that step, it's different things falling before their feet that they're stepping on. But as soon as they stop believing, they start to fall. See, chosen ones, we locked all the way in. See, that's why I tell you, unless you know that, again, see it all the way through, where you're not going to let nobody try to distract you, deter you, or destroy you, chosen ones, when you really know who you are, there's nobody that's going to block your vision, try to have you not imagine this next step that God's about to give you. See, they make you think that you falling or make you forget that you have the ability to produce certain things. You just imagine it. And it's going to come true. It's going to come through. So imagine your next footing. What's your next step? Like, what means something to you? That's why I say you need to get to know you so you know what you're looking for, so you'll know when it arrives to you. There's some of you think of the DMV chosen ones. You done sat there and hurry up and got in there quick, sat there and was already huffing and puffing before you walked in because you feel like it's going to be a long time because that was your past experience. All of a sudden, you go and get your little ticket. You don't even know the number that you have. So they've been calling your name or calling your number for the long time, but you've been sitting there being mad because you didn't know your number. So there's certain blessings and abundance that God already is presenting to you, and you out here huffing and puffing because you don't know that these are the things and signs that God is showing you that you about to get everything that he told you about to get. He not going to let everybody else know. He going to give you little hints instead. So think about this. A mother that's like, look, so-and-so was acting bad. You gonna ride with me to the store and you gonna go grab something. I'm gonna take you to the store. You gonna go out to eat with me, whatever the case may be. Say this is a privilege, but your mother's like, no, so-and-so's not going because they was acting bad, or nope, so-and-so ain't going because they went last time. Whatever the case may be, your mother is gonna be giving you little nudges like, hey, go to the car. Hey, come on, let's go. Be real quiet, right? So when the other person's not looking, gonna show little signs like, let's go, so you know where to go. That's what God's been doing to you. You've been sitting there seeing certain animals. You've been seeing certain numbers. You've been seeing certain improvements, but you huffing and puffing because God said that you about to have a big amount of abundance. And because it's been slowly trickling in, God's just showing you signs to keep on going in that direction. But you mad because you ain't seen the big boom yet. Baby, it's slow steps. If God would have sat there and had everything here, your hands would have been full. You wouldn't have been able to do what you were supposed to do. You wouldn't have been able to defend yourself from these so-so ass individuals, or you would have took somebody who wasn't supposed to, so cut it out. You understand me? So I'm telling you right now, God's showing you signs. Some of you don't even realize that you already stepped into your season. Hear me out. You talking about what does success look like you? This is why I say really get to know you so you know what's for you. Know what you asking for before God has it here towards you, so that you will know real specifically when you see the things that you've been asking for. Because there's some of you. Oh, well, you say that success is you working for yourself. You getting paid. You don't have to work for nobody. Okay. So now you started a business. So once it was a vision, you sit there, back in the day, you used to not even think about that. You ain't imagine you was going to own your own business, but all of a sudden you start feeling yourself. Now you sat there and said you're going to start this type of business. God's like, okay, cool, keep that vision. He was like, remember this, but I'm going to have you pay attention to that so that we can get this out the way so that we can work on that. So God sat there and heard what you said that you wanted. You wanted successful business. You wanted abundance. You wanted to help the world. You wanted to be all those things that you were speaking when you was younger, about saving the world, being a nice person, doing your perk, whatever the case may be, because a lot of you knew you when you was younger and other people tried to change you. So now you getting to know you again, right? So you getting reintroduced. But hear me out, chosen ones. There's some of you that Thank you, babies. So I have to say this, right? There's some of you chosen ones that, again, God is sitting there showing you certain signs and synchronicities that things are coming in. You said you wanted to work for yourself. Cool. Now you have your business. You might got 1 or 2 customers that came through. Don't you know that you already made it? Because you once imagined it. You once thought about it. Now let's say this, before you imagine it, you once thought about it across your head like, yeah, all right, you might have downplayed it. Then you start imagining it. So you started, think about before you go to sleep, something that you want, right? Okay, you want that specific person, like, oh, I wish I was there with so-and-so cuddling with them. So what's happening? You start to imagine yourself in a position. Now you go to sleep and you have a dream like you with them, so on and so forth, right? Or you actually start to manifest in that visit, whatever the case may be. See, chosen ones, when you was imagining those things, you didn't even realize you was about to see those things clearly, right? I know. So I say this, chosen ones, because some of you don't even realize you made it to where you've been praying to get to. It's only going to be adding more to it. So you said you wanted a business. I wanted to work for yourself. Now you got 1 or 2 customers. You already made it because you said that you wanted to work for yourself and get paid for your purpose of what you love to do. There's some of you got made it to this team. It don't matter if your ass is on the bench or not. You made it to that team, so you still get the benefits of being on that team. You understand? So you still, even if you was with the Celtics and you was riding the bench, your ass still got a ring if they won that championship, correct? So you still rocking it, and guess what? You ain't have to do as much work as they did. You understand me? You did the work, and God was like, nope, you get a little free ride then. But some of y'all take it as negative because you want to be the center of attention. Absolutely not. Why don't you just accept that God is putting you in a certain spot? There's some of you that, oh, well, nobody ever helps you. Nobody ever does anything for you. And then as soon as somebody tries to do something nice for you, like, no, because they probably just doing it for this. Then shut your ass up then. Stop asking for stuff and God keeps sending certain people in. They not that past person. You sit there and say, oh, well, nobody ever helps you cook and clean. But you want to hurry up and cook and be mad cleaning certain shit up when, no, you could have just sat there and vocalized that. Nobody gonna read your damn mind just because we can. Speak up. Use your words. You a big girl or a big man. Come on. We not gonna play with you. So speak your mind. There's, oh, well, so-and-so should have. No, you should have spoke the fuck up. That's what you should have did. Now you over there huffing and puffing. You done broke a couple cups. Sit your ass down. If you need to grab a Snicker or something, sit it down. Because you doing too much. Splashing water and shit. You done played that damn Be Careful by Cardi B 3 times. We get the hint, motherfucker. Are you going to speak it or not? My goodness. You done played Keisha Cole 4 times in a row talking about you should have cheated. Okay, we get it. Jeez. All right. You mad. Then so, oh, you talking about you don't get a break, but as soon as Granny asks to watch your kids, nope, I don't play like that. Okay, then shut your ass up then. Create a schedule. Okay, you talking about nobody ever watch it? Nah, I could talk shit. Wait a minute, guy, because I'm starting to, it got a little personal in here. Like, wait a minute. But seriously, and this is the reason why I say that, because back in the day, I don't play when it comes to my babies, all right? So, based upon what I went through as a child, what other people failed to protect and all of that, I protect my children. So, I got 4, right? I don't play by my babies, all right? I got 4 right now, but we're going to add to the list. I'm still speaking that to existence. Y'all can't stop that. Can't stop, won't stop. Just saying that. But anyway, let me say this. So, I don't play by my babies. When I mean, from the time I pushed them out, I ain't left their side. This ain't no disrespect for those who did, but let me just tell you as far as mine, right? Since the day that I gave birth, my babies have been around me. It ain't no, oh, this person, they getting dropped off here, this person. Nah, have they people ever watched them? Like a few, I can count on their hands. It's not the fact that they don't have family, but it's just the fact that I don't play certain shit. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? What works in your house may not work in mine. What your people got introduced to early, mine, no. I keep my babies young as shit for as long as I can. You understand? I ain't no grown shit. My babies ain't no twerking. They don't know what comes after. It's 7 p.m. Friday. They don't know what comes after that. They don't know. They don't know. Absolutely not. All right? So my baby ain't watching no movies. That's crazy. Showing sex scenes. Showing this scene. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. My babies ain't doing all that. They ain't twisting little hips and all. Absolutely not. And they are like that. They are loving like that. They never was raised like that. And there's some of you like, well, shit, you be cussing. My babies are intelligent. They know that they a better version of me. I always say that they're not my mini-me's. And they know if they heard cussing, not to repeat it either. You want to say it's about how you involve. But let me say this. Look, I went off a little bit, but let me say this. I say that because I used to say, oh, well, dang, when I used to get stressed, like, oh, nobody helped me out. I got to pick them up from daycare, drop them off, pick them up from school, go all the way to the other town, do all of this different stuff, right? But was that true necessarily? No. It's just the people that I wanted at that time to step up and play a certain position was not playing it. So I may have made it seem like nobody else was around me. So chosen ones, when I say this, there's some of you that you can't talk about nobody's here for you. They don't even, but as soon as they do, you talk about nope, because they ain't check up on you before. So you're not going. How that sound? You talking about that you're mad because they didn't help out, and now that they helping out, you just talking about they helping out just for this. Shut your ass up, then you might be the issue. You might be the problem. All right? I'm just trying to say, you might have to. All right? There's some of you chosen ones that you're so used to being Miss Independent. Oh, nobody ever helps you with this. No, all of a sudden the neighbor that asks you or offer to take your trash down and you, nope, I got it. They done offer to carry the bags in, nope, I got it. Okay, well then get it then. You can't be chosen ones. There's some masculines that's talking about, oh, the females that you with, oh, they all about money and finances. And this female then asks you how you doing. She checks up on you. She does nice things for you. She really prays on behalf of you. And you looking over that worried about what somebody else ain't doing. Don't you know that that sounds so damn dumb? Why y'all focused on things that are not doing what they supposed to do and looking over the ones that are? See, that sounds familiar, right? Some of you are doing the same thing that other people did in your life, and now you're starting to see that they may not have knew that they was doing those things because you're doing those things unintentionally. You understand? So just know that, chosen ones, there's some of you, oh no, so-and-so just in the inbox because they just want some box or they just want this. Did they say that? Or are you just assuming shit? Some of you feel like, oh, you gotta do something to get something. How you know that you didn't already do what you were supposed to do, so that God is not sending this person to you to pay you back like that other person didn't do. So think about your people owing so-and-so money, and you like, you know what? Miss Margaret, let me go ahead and give you this bread because Ray's dumbass is going to try to duck you out. Let me just make this right. So there's some of you, God is like, man, hey, since you going over that way, can you hand so-and-so this bread? Can you hand so-and-so this opportunity? Can you hand so-and-so this happiness? Can you hand? God will sit there and have certain people that's heading your direction, heading the same way as you. Other people try to take things from you and leave you. And God's like, you still going to get to where I'm taking you. So there's some people, chosen ones, almost on their Jody shit, try to run off with your energy. Now you stuck at your work. Now you stuck at your crib. Now you stuck in your feelings and shit because they didn't roll off with your shit. See, chosen ones, what God gonna do? You say the same way your vet's ass got a ride to Jody's house, right? We talking baby boy right now. The same way your vet was standing in the rain and shit, all dramatic. God's gonna make sure that you get to where you going to. And he gonna make sure that those people see your ass when you get to where you going to. So there's some people that try to have you waiting around for them. These are job positions that were, oh, well, they're not sure about you yet. This is friends that were acting phony as shit with you. This is as far as certain partnerships where they trying to decide on whether or not they should select you. Motherfucker, if you don't see that this is a different frequency, that this is something different, that this is a collector's item compared to that other shit, then your ass ain't supposed to even get it there. You don't know what you got. You don't even know, how they say, you don't even know what to do with it. Absolutely not. This is a collector's item. Only with time, this value just goes up. See, you can't play with a collector's item like you would play with other stuff. See, they ain't realized at that time, chosen ones, they couldn't play with you like they typically do. They had to actually speak words to you, and they couldn't just have sex with you. They actually had to do certain things to reciprocate what you was giving them. See, certain people realized that they couldn't have their way with you, so they left you. And God was like, it's cool. So they had you waiting around for them. Some of them, oh, they gonna leave this person. Some of y'all's asses, some people, you ain't know that they had somebody. Now, we can be honest. Some people be lying. Certain people was capping. But I can say this, chosen ones, they had you waiting for their asses because you thought that they was your twin flame. That was a karmic. You thought it was your soulmate. That was a karmic. You thought that was the person you were supposed to be with. Absolutely not. That was a distraction. You starting to see that now. But you was waiting on their asses, right? And they never came out their house. They never came out their head, came out their mouth to say certain nice things. They never expressed themselves. They just kept it in. So that's almost like you sitting outside. You got a place to go, an event to go to. You dressed all fine. You waiting on them because they ain't have no ride. So you like, yo, you can come with me. See, chosen ones, that some of us, we already have solidified destiny. See, they may not believe that you about to get to where you going to, but God already showed you from the beginning what he had in store for you. You just got to see it through. I'm not going to listen to you talk about, oh, that's not going to happen. Baby, you ain't even got the same eyes as me. Fuck out of here. Like, you don't even know what day it is, motherfucker. Like, get out of here. You hear me? So, chosen ones, when I tell you that, again, there's certain things that's getting presented to you that people didn't want you to see. They sat there and tried to stall you out, have you waiting, right? Whole time they had went out the back door. So they backdoored you, chosen ones. You was waiting at the front, trying to give them a ride, because this is you giving love to them, acknowledgement, speaking life into them, speaking protection over them. Whole time they was the people that was plotting on you, doing magic on you, trying to steal from you, tried to kill you, tried to set you up, was trying to attach certain things to you, was speaking dark stuff on you and your kids, was trying to stop new love from coming in. They was keeping you waiting, right? So this is like you sitting outside wasting your damn gas. Why? They asses is in the house, so you thought, but they really ran out the back because somebody else pulled up. So they took off with so-and-so and left your ass out there. Then all of a sudden God was like, yo, a phone call got made to you. Like, this could be in the form of somebody who gives you a confirmation. This could be a radio a song that you hear, a sign that you hear. You get that phone call like, hey, yo, where you at? And you like, oh, I'm waiting for so-and-so. And they like, yo, so-and-so was already, you ain't know so-and-so was just spotted this place. Or so-and-so not even there. So-and-so's right here right now, so-and-so. You understand? So you realize that so-and-so was moving weird. So you sat there and wasted all that time when you could have been partying with the divine, waiting on their asses, but they already felt like they got a ride. See, when they got their chosen ones, they couldn't get inside because that ticket was you. See, they didn't have their partner dressed up trying to imitate you, but they ain't realized God was going to scan that. Almost like, you know, those little wands to see if you got weapons on you. See, God will sit there and scan your energy to see if you deserve what's getting presented in front of you. So there's certain people that try to dress up. Thank you, baby. Thank you, beautiful. They try to dress other people up to try to imitate you, try to dress up and disguise themselves in your energy, try to have you go to God on behalf of them. And the whole time they wanted you to help your enemies. Absolutely not. So God gave you that call like, hey, yo, come on. It's all right. Let's go. It's all right, because luckily to you, we still waiting on a few people to show up too. Well, luckily for you, we knew certain things and we waited for you. So they thought that you was going to miss the celebration. They thought that you was going to miss out. Whole time, God told you to take a different route. Whole time, you could have went. So it's almost like a GPS. You was waiting on them. You realized that they left you or was never going to go with you. So now all of a sudden, you trying to rush to where you going to. And God was like, nah, I got a different route for you. So that's why I say be open to what God says he's going to give, because he'll give it in various forms, just to throw off your enemy in a sense, right? So you had a GPS. This is God telling you that you're going to this destination. They try to stall you. God was like, don't worry. An alternate route got produced. So you know when you ride in, it says you could take this route. There's an accident ahead, but you take this route and it's going to save you a certain time. Cut that shit down in a sense. That's what God did for you, but nobody else seen this detour except for you. You understand? You might have told a few people about it, but they may not have trusted you. They may not have wanted to take that same step as you. See, when you really step in your power, chosen ones, that means, again, we not doing what everybody else did to get in. We not out here drinking Diddy's punch with him. We not out here sipping off of Rick Ross's shit, whatever the case may, how he said Molly oil in it. We ain't had to do what they did. We ain't had to sell ourselves short. We had to sell our souls. We stayed confident. They said that this was the only road. Cool. We equipped to go off grid. So guess what we do? We sit there, and again, other people gonna get caught up, chosen ones. They not like us. That's why I say don't do no magic. You are magical. What they try to send towards you are things that work for you. See, even the Devil can't do certain shit. The devil even knows his limits. That's why he lets little boo-boo the fools to try to do certain shit and they get bound too. The devil's already bound. He hyping you up to try to allow him to get out. So therefore he can try to have you come in behind those bars and he use your body as a vessel instead. See, that's why some of these people lost their mind and you starting to see that shit. Okay, chosen ones. You really starting to see demonic entities come up out of them. You understand me? And it's a lot of these faves that y'all done sat there and hyped up on TikTok, hyped up on certain shit. Now, I ain't saying some people didn't deserve the attention that they got. God presented the opportunity to them. These are divine ones. But there's also some dark motherfuckers that your ass didn't try to let in. Now they showing themselves and they spewing all that shit on you. So think of like a vampire, a zombie. If certain things happen to them and all that shit splatters, is that what you want on you? You out here watching this person and they crashing the fuck out. Don't you know that you have to make sure that you're not absorbing it? Entertainment is supposed to be entertaining. You understand me? Strictly entertainment. Not for you to imitate it. There's some of you that's watching these damn fight shows. All of a sudden now you think that you Rocky out this motherfucker. Now you all of a sudden try to beat up your baby father, or you out here threatening your sister or threatening because you done sat there and now instead of being entertained, you're imitating it. Now you're mad because you're feeling their energy be projected towards you. So now you feeling and doing what I'm just trying to say. You out here all of a sudden. Sexy Red was talking about F her baby daddy. Now you out here have a whole hate song talking about F yours too. Yours just picked up Lil James from school. Yours actually does what he's supposed to do. But you out here talking shit because you didn't listen to the song. Now you out here imitating it. See, again, I told you don't have to listen to gospel all day, but pray before you listen to the music. Because I'm not reciting what they reciting because I'm not claiming that shit. If we listening to a song talking about there's some hoes in this house, I'm pointing in their direction. I'm not saying I'm the hoe in the house. I just like the beat on this motherfucker. I just like the little beat on the song. Half the time I'm damn near remixing or freestyling certain words up. I'm not claiming what you claiming, motherfucker. If you talking about, oh, babe, I love you, I'm adding that, wear my wedding ring. I ain't talking about, we not claiming the same stuff. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm just saying, some of you reciting this shit, I'm not, What nuck if you buck comes on, what happened? Now your ass got that damn, no. I come in the club, shaking my, oh, you better cut it out. You better shake that shit on over there. I'm just trying to say, because they out here trying to include you in something. I'm pointing how that Spider-Man meme go, where they pointing to each other. I'm pointing at you, motherfucker. I'm not claiming none of this energy. Now listen. Now if Juvie comes on for the 99 and 2000, girl you working with, now you might see some little thighs start shit. You might see some shit, but I'm going to be dancing on my masculine. There's a difference. See, if you ever was to see me shaking a little ass, my masculine going to be right there. I'm not doing no damn bird call to these motherfuckers. I'm not trying to wind them in. Absolutely not. I just forgot other motherfuckers in the room because my masculine's here. I'm just trying to say. So I'm telling you up now, because it ain't no, oh, did you see? Because I'll still pause the song for a second and tell you what God has me say to you. It be 99 and 2000. Hold on, babe, because we're going to have to pause this real quick. Miss Murray, come here, because I got some things I got to relate to you too. I'm just trying to say. All right? We can... what? I'm just trying to say, don't try... Oh, well, she was just listening. Babe, I prayed before this. I'm not out here living like that. Okay? I've been celibate for years. Okay? You've been passing that pocket out. I'm just trying to say. So you better stop. You've been passing that shit out like business cards. We are not the same. All right? We are not the same. Oh, well, we are not the same. There's some people that when God tells them that they can't drink, oh, well, how come so-and-so can drink? Because so-and-so ain't beating bitches up when they drink. That's why. Because so-and-so ain't out here putting people in the headlock. That's why. Because so-and-so ain't channeling into a damn demon like his damn daddy. That's why. Because Shorty ain't out here drinking like a unk. That's why, okay? So you wonder why they can do it, because they ain't got demons attached to them, motherfucker. They feel a little buzz and they cool. They hit that little blunt and they cool. You on the other hand, you done hit 10 L's and you still feeling the same way that you do. That's a demon, motherfucker. We are not the same. We are not. So cut it out. Cut it out. They talking about, oh, well, what we gonna do? We didn't do the same shit together. I don't know what you did. But it sounds like I need to call 911 and you need to talk to them. I'm trying to tell you, there's some people that think that you did what they had to do to get to where you're going to. Oh, no, God invited me here. God gave my people own this. That's why my people own this. I ain't had to, oh, you was what? Selling? Oh, I ain't had to sell none of that. You was selling what? They acting like it's a damn fundraiser out here, selling ass to get ahead, selling their soul and shit to get ahead. You out here fundraising to try to get some shit that you might not get. You did all of that for a gift card to Walmart for $5 you could have did. I'm just trying to say, God owned this, or my people own this, so he let me come here. I didn't have to do what you do. Talking about, oh, but what we gonna do? 911, what's your emergency? Do we have an emergency? Because you're over here talking crazy. I need to know. 911. I tell you, I'll call God like I'll call that police. Don't do no. Listen, I'm just trying to say. You know how they say, don't be in no shit. So I'm not in no shit. So 911. Charles threatened to choke. Are you gonna choke who, Charles? All right. Huh? Like, put it on speakerphone so you can hear. Huh? Hello? I'm just saying. I don't play that. Oh, when I come over there, I'm gonna fuck. You gonna fuck up who stuff? 911. He got a red shirt on, some blue jeans. I'm just trying to say. Just know that. But listen, chosen ones, I gotta get up off of here because I do have a few coaching sessions to do. I love you so much, but just know, we not allowing. He got some braids. I don't know. Like, ma'am, is he driving a car? I don't know. He might have Miss Margaret's. He might have the Nissan. I'm not sure. He's on foot. His shoes is leaning. You got to describe him. I'm just saying. But I love you so much, chosen ones. If you need me, you know how to reach me. All right? The link's in my bio, chosen ones. I will say this. You come do a coaching session. You ain't got to tell me nothing about you. I'm going to relate to you what God has me tell you. I'm going to tell you about your past. I'm going to tell you about your present. I'm going to tell you about your future, too, just so you know that God sent me to talk to you. All right? Simple. I will say, chosen ones, again, eventually I'm going to do less coaching sessions and more bigger messages. You understand? So this is the time I would recommend. Definitely get it in. I'll let you know ahead of time when they are going to be, you know what I'm saying, not as available. I'll let you know ahead of time. But I love you so much. I'm gonna post this on YouTube later. Just come through, like, share, subscribe, you know, show love. But I love you so much, chosen ones. Y'all continue to be great. Don't let nobody mess with your energy. Don't let nobody mess with you. I will say, if I don't be on live for TikTok, I'm posting videos on YouTube. So just come through. The links in my bio. A touch of Badu, okay, on YouTube. But the link in my bio, you can scroll down and you'll see it too. All right, I'm gonna start probably going live on there, as well as posting more videos there. So if you never see me live on here, go on my YouTube and I got you. All right, y'all continue to be great, babies. Thank you.